Whole body vibration can help your liver. We heard from Dr. Yu last session about how phenomenal the science is. They measured a drop in the fat in your liver of 66%, made dramatic drop from using vibration. And it was like 10 to 15 minutes a day for 8 to 12 weeks.
Welcome to Good Vibes with Becky Chambers. Everything you need to know about whole body vibration from the world's leading expert.
For informational purposes only, not medical advice. Consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions. The creator of this content is not responsible for any actions taken based on the information provided.
Today, I wanted to tell you about how whole body vibration helps your liver. And I'm going to use myself as an example because I had serious problems with my liver for a long time. We heard from Dr. Yu last session about how phenomenal the science is about how whole body vibration can help your liver. He was talking about how they measured a drop in the fat in your liver of 66%, meaning a dramatic drop from using vibration. And it was like 10 to 15 minutes a day for 8 to 12 weeks. Now, his research is with mice, but I'm not going to wait for all the research to come in when I see that it is affecting me so powerfully. I probably ended up with such severe liver issues from two things. Well, three things. I had a terrible diet for a long time because I had major depression for about 30 years, more or less. And I was just really out of control, eating way too much and the wrong foods. So that puts a huge load on your liver because everything you eat, right, it has to get digested. And from the digestion process, the blood is, once it gets absorbed into the blood, it's shunted into the liver where it's dealt with. And when you're eating a lot of junk food and bad food for yourself, a lot of high sugar and fat and very processed foods, it puts a big strain on your liver. So there was that factor. Another one is heavy metal poisoning. And I had that diagnosed a couple of times because they're all around us and it's hard to avoid them. For one thing, seafood. Watch out for seafood. We think it's really healthy, and I was trying to get healthy, so I was eating a lot. But animals at the top of the food chain, such as tuna and swordfish, are particularly really high in heavy metals. Tuna is inexpensive, right? So that's what I was doing, a lot of tuna at one point there. And that's not safe. It is high in particularly mercury, which is hugely toxic chemical. What else? And then the third one is really interesting. The third factor is in Chinese medicine, the seat of repressed anger is your liver. So I had a difficult childhood and I would get rejected even more if I was angry. So, and I'm typical of a lot of people, right? We all want to fit in. So I repressed it. And that can cause a lot of trouble for your liver. By the time I was 20 to 30, just incredibly sick. And my liver was one of the areas that there was a massive problem. So that showed up as developing an inability to process anything that was not pure and natural. So that meant I had to eat organic food. I couldn't be near any chemicals. I couldn't take any drugs. All drugs started making me very ill. And some tests showed liver problems, particularly in the area of processing chemicals, that I didn't have the ability to detoxify chemicals anymore in my liver. Also was a lot of nausea and exhaustion. And that went on for, 5-10 years. It was really tough because I had to have all this special food. It was like, and then that's in addition to that, I was allergic to everything and I had to rotate all my food. It was crazy. Anyway, so how did I get better? All right. Well, vibration is fantastic for helping your liver regenerate. Your liver has an incredible ability to regenerate itself. So I did need to provide special supplements that are really good for your liver. And I cleaned up my diet, whole foods, not processed foods, not a lot of carbs and sugars. You want to minimize that. You want to make sure your gut flora is good. The digestive system needs to be working well to help support your liver. And you don't want to do this. You don't want to wait till you're as sick as I was. Like, get going on a vibration machine and get the right kind of vibration. You want gentle. And I'm going to show you this machine, which is perfect if you've got a lot of health issues, which I needed to start with something like this. But what you should do is start your vibration program, change your diet. Homeopathy, energy medicine, also great. I did a show on that a couple of weeks ago. Check that out. I've written some books about that. But now, let me tell you about this machine here, because this one is more powerful. This is the Power 1000, and it's a more powerful vibration, which I could not start with. I needed to start with this machine here. This is called the Ultimate Vibe, and it has a super low, gentle setting, which delivers something called low intensity vibration. Almost everybody can handle it. It's so gentle. I'll show you. Well, you're not going to be able to see it because this kind of vibration is super, super smooth. So it's on now, and you can't see me vibrating, I'm sure. But this is really gentle. I only really feel it up to about here. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. So this one, it starts at 15 hertz and it goes up to 40, right? It took me 3 years of gradually, gently building up to get to the highest speed on this super low, gentle setting. That's how sensitive I was to the vibration. So most people can go faster, but I'm not just a sensitive being anyway. And it did take me a long, long time. I highly recommend getting your health going before you get as sick as I did. You want to start taking care of yourself, doing these things that are so fantastic for you. Vibration, right up there with one of the best things you can do for your body, mind, and spirit. So check my website. It's bcvibranthealth.com. There are some contraindications for vibration, and you want to be careful. It is very powerful effect. That's why I had to go so slow. Right now I can do this machine. I am really strong. I can do a HIIT workout that's high intensity interval training. I can do 20, 30 minutes on the powerful machine at the highest speed. I have recovered. I have fully recovered. So it's amazing. And in fact, at 66, I am now healthier, way healthier than I was at 30 when I had doctors telling me, oh, you might be going to die pretty soon. So start now and start taking care of yourself. Use these powerful tools. All right. Thank you so much. And send me an email or comment. Tell us your story. I'd love to hear it. And maybe we'll even put you on the podcast to tell your story to everybody. Also, next, we are going to do a whole body vibration workout, and we'll do some energy exercises focused on your liver. And using your vibration machine is fantastic. Exercising on your vibration machine, even better, to help your liver, help all your body, help lower inflammation. Many, many, many benefits. Join us on your machine if you have one. Join us anyway if you don't.
Okay. All right, welcome to our whole body vibration workout today. And we are going to be exercising on our vibration machine to get the full effect and benefit our livers as much as possible. Okay, because they love exercise and they love vibrations. We're doing our warm up now, and we're going to do a particular attention to our liver because today is all about the liver. So right now I'm doing energy detox exercise. This is a Tao exercise, putting my hand right over my liver and pushing the toxins out. Okay, the ancient Chinese Tao exercise that helps focus energy on your liver to help it handle toxins and heal itself. So first exercise is a gentle squat. This is a beginner's squat. And I am pulling up on the straps at the same time. If you don't have straps, you could be holding weights in your arms and lifting weights. Okay. So engaging all your body if possible. Whew. All right. And we are going to be doing interval training, 30 seconds per exercise and 10 seconds rest while we move into the next position. And there's an extra 10 seconds in there in case you're a little slow. Don't worry about it. You'll still be getting a full, moving to the next position. It's quick to move. All right. This is going to be a lunge. So you have one leg on the plate, and I am pulling up on a strap. That it makes it more challenging in many ways for balance, and my arm is working as well, right? You don't have to do that. You could have your hands in front of you, but your front leg should have a lot of weight on it, like so. Woo. So this is also going to be a HIIT workout. That's high intensity interval training, which means we're going to do cardio exercises also. We're going to do 2 resistance training and then 1 cardio. And the first cardio is jumping jacks. Okay, this is the easy version. I'm not actually jumping, just moving my legs. If you can jump, then awesome. All right, here we go. Good job. Okay, so you are helping your liver with this exercise and the vibration. It is helping to lower inflammation in your body, which is very beneficial for every part of your body. Whoops, got out of sync. Woof. All right, here we go. And all right, we're almost done. Good job. Okay, we're going to do arm pulls next, where you stand on your machine. Now, just do what you can, all right? Don't feel bad if you can't do as much as I'm doing. Just modify the exercise to be what you can handle. So right now, pulling the straps up to the side and just standing straight leg on the vibration, which is very good for bone density to get the vibration through your whole body. And if your straps are not stretchy, you can just grab your strap at whatever length is right for you and pull as hard as you can, right? All right, I'm pushing backwards now, engaging more muscles. All right, good. And okay, now we're going to move into doing another lunge. Your front leg is on the plate, but it's the other leg this time. And all your weight is on that leg. Your back leg is more for balance and up on your toes, okay? All right, and pull on the opposite strap if you can. If you can't, it's all right. You could be just balancing. Here we're doing a balance exercise, right? You could, now it's a one-legged squat, which you could do, but this is also a good stretch, sort of, if you're going down low. So you can do any of these variations. And if that's too hard, you could have most of your weight on your back leg and just one resting your foot there. Adjust it so it works for you. We're going to do mountain climbing next. That's raising your legs, your knees up high. And you can do it walking and just raising your legs as high as you can, right? If it's only here, that's fine. Or if you can do it running, it's even better. The whole idea is to challenge yourself. Get your heart rate up, push your muscles as much as you can without hurting yourself. It's fantastic for your body. Engaging your muscles and really pushing them they produce all kinds of hormones when you're working your muscles and help lower inflammation and get your body working properly. Okay, next, we are going to do a core exercise. So take your weights, put them above your head, and pull down while lifting up alternating legs, right? Okay, see what I'm doing? Now, if you can manage to get down, up and down, we have a down low version that's more difficult. If not, just stay up and doing what you're doing. But down here, we're doing the V for victory, okay? So you're putting your body in a V shape, where only your rear end is on the plate, and straightening your legs, putting your arms out straight, or you could cross them, but your legs and your torso create a V shape, right? All right. Push-ups are next. We're getting the full body workout. We're doing 30 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds, depending on how fast you're getting into position. This is push-up adapted to standing if you can't get up and down. So I've got my weights in my hands and I'm pushing up with them, right? And if you can get down and you're ready for something harder, you could either be on your knees doing push-ups on the plate. And by the way, when you're exercising on a vibration plate, if you're finding it very difficult, don't worry. It's supposed to be very difficult and you're not able to do as many push-ups. Working out on a vibration plate is multiple times more intense than just working out. So that's why we're only doing 30-second intervals. All right, next, we have another cardio. Ready? Here we go. Kicking up your feet behind you this time, right? And if you can do it while you're running like this, then good, great. You want to push yourself. So it doesn't matter if you're walking or running, as long as you're challenging yourself. That's when you're going to start really seeing the benefits. If it's just easy for you walking and you're not getting out of breath and you feel stable, you're not going to fall, then I want you to push yourself, pick up the speed, because that's when you're going to start to see the benefits. Okay, nice job. All right, diagonal crunches. So take your weights, and I'm using 2 now, but you don't have to, and put them up to one side and only lift the opposite knee. This is a diagonal crunch or core exercise for over here. And if you can get down here, diagonal crunch is V for victory, and then lean over to one side, okay? And pull the bottom knee up. And then try to touch your elbow from the opposite side to your knee. And this hand, the opposite hand, can touch the ground for balance. But you're really only on one side. All right, good. Triceps dip. Triceps is the back of your muscle in the back of your arm. Triceps dip, you take your weights, as if you're standing, put them way up. You can't see them here, I'm sorry, like that. And then drop your hands behind your head, keeping your elbows in place on either side of your head, like that, okay? You should start to feel this after a while in the back of your arms. If you can get down here, a much harder version is to have your hands on the plate and bending your elbows up and down, carrying your weight as your whole body moves up and down. Okay? Good job. Very nice. We are just zooming through these. All right, we got another cardio. Here we go. We're going to kick out to the side this time. Okay? Try not to kick anything and knock stuff over in your house or fall over yourself. And if you can do this with a hop so that you're kind of running, that would be the more challenging version, like this, okay? If you wanted to, you can even be holding weights in your hands to make it even more challenging, right? Okay, all of this is helping your liver big time, and that's going to help you feel better. You're going to feel a lot better. All right. Okay, and don't be discouraged if you can't do what I'm doing. A few years ago, I couldn't do it either. All right, diagonal crunch the other direction, right? Okay, off to this side now, and pulling down to the opposite knee, and pulling that knee up. Okay, keep going if you're going to do the standing version. And if you're down here, roll onto the other side this time. Keep this top leg straight, bottom leg bent. Try to touch your elbow to your knee. Sometimes that's impossible. Sometimes Maybe you might almost do it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Can't quite do it. All right, don't strain yourself. Great job. Whew. All right, next, we are doing pelvic bridge. If you are standing, this is all about the pelvic area, which is very critical for health because it's linking your bottom half to your top half. Very important area. This is a modified standing version of a pelvic bridge. First, my rear end is behind me like I'm going to sit. Then I push it forward as much as possible, and I'm holding my weights out here. And my legs are bent in a little bit of a squat, okay? So pushing forward is when you engage all those muscles. And if you're down here, pelvic bridge, feet on the plate, lift your hips and as high as you can. You'll feel it really engages the same muscles. All right, great job. All right, and now we got one more cardio, and then we're done with the cardio. So this one, you're gonna lean down, pick something up, and throw it. All right, and if you can do it with a hop, even better. Okay, excellent for your bone density, that bouncing, coming back to earth with the extra gravitational force. If you were very, very secure, you could try this on your vibration machine, but only if your plate's big enough and you are very secure. I think for most people, it's a good idea to do these jumping things on the floor. And another one. Here we go. Okay, great. And now we have two more resistance training. We have a plank, which if you're standing, this is a core exercise where your knees are bent a little bit and you're pushing your weights from one side to the other. It's not really a plank, but you can do it standing. If you're down here, standard plank, you're either on your hands or you could be on your forearms, but you do want to be on your toes if you possibly can. If you really, really can't, you could be on your knees, but try to be on your toes and either on your hands or your knee, your elbows for the plank. But a nice straight line from your shoulders to your heels. Pelvic bridge, one more. So up here, pelvic bridge was this one, pushing your hips forward, letting them go back, pushing them forward. And if you're down here, pelvic bridge is hips up, feet on the plate, back on the ground. And you can do a one-legged pelvic bridge. Keep the hips up though, right? Hold this for like 15 seconds and then switch to the other leg. Or if you remember this pose, you could do one leg the first time we do this, because we do two pelvic bridges, and the other leg the second time. All right. Fantastic, everybody. All right. Now you get a massage of your choice. Today, I'm going to stand and just relax and feel that vibration going through my whole body. Whew, massaging my whole body. There's a lot of different positions you can be in for a massage, but the massage is just, effect is more just relaxed. You're not trying to lift anything or push your body, hold your body in a position that's requires you working out, right? So I'm just going to relax, feel those vibrations going through me, and enjoy them. You deserve to feel good and get a massage. You just have worked hard. All right, so thank you so much for joining us, and we will be here 3 times a week. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon.